Hi folks, Chris Anderson with Mount Comfort RV. We got another 2017 Newmar in, so let's take a look at it. This is a Ventana LE. The model is 4042, and this is a very unique floor plan. I've never seen this, and I've been doing this a long time. So we'll get to floor plan in a minute. Let's take a look at the outside. We customize most of our paints with Newmar. This isn't one of their normal schemes. This is one we tweaked a little bit. I hope you like it. I think it came out just gorgeous. You can see we have a nice size awning here, and of course that's a power awning with a wind sensor on it. Let's take a look at some of the storage compartments and see what it has to offer in that regard. Well, dual fuel fill, of course. You can fill the fuel from either side, so it makes getting in and out of the pump a lot easier. Now the Ventana LE is the least expensive of the Newmar diesels, but they don't cut corners anywhere, but certainly not where there's structure involved. These are the same thickness of baggage doors that you have on a King Air for $1 million. Same wall construction, same floor construction, same roof construction. Even the basement is insulated the same. That's a nice thick basement floor there. Like that thick and extremely well insulated. That's the weak point on most diesel pushers. They tell you how great their insulation is, and then only to find out they actually have a pretty thin wall and a floor that's this thick in the basement. And when it comes to insulation, you're only as strong as your weakest point. So that's not a weak point. Let's take a look here. Look at that pass through. This is a raised rail Freightliner chassis. Gives you outstanding storage. You can see the star construction. That's these beams right here. And that basically cantilevers all the weight back towards the center of the chassis, which gives you a very low center of gravity and extremely good strength. When you do things like full wall slides, that's important. You don't want things flexing much. And look at that outside storage. Of course, this is a very well lit compartment as well. That's all carpeted and finished off in there. Outside, we have a Vizio television with a Bose soundbar out here. This door opens up nice and high to get out of the way of that television, and this is on a big magnetic pivot arm. You know, I know what's popular a lot of times right now is the TV in the sidewall, and there's nothing wrong with that, but most of the time if we're outside, we might very well be sitting in lawn chairs, and this is at a much better viewing angle than way up there. Either one works. I'm not saying one's extremely better than the other, but certainly you can make an argument that that's down at a much better viewing angle. All right, let's come on back here. More storage. And we have our chassis batteries, and new for 2017. I've been begging them to do that. Chassis disconnect for these coaches. So when you do put it in storage, you're actually going to be able to shut the chassis all the way off and make sure when you come back, you don't have dead batteries. Come on around. This is a 360 horse Cummins engine on a Freightliner chassis. Beautiful one-piece molded cap. These are all mirrored. We haven't had a chance to peel them off yet, but these are gorgeous once they're done. They've got the protective coating on them right now, but once this sells and we get it ready for you, you're gonna love the way that shines because that's all mirrored up back here. Let's go down this side. Okay. Of course, it's a 50 amp coach. Storage back here. Now on a lot of coaches, I know that doesn't look like a lot of storage, but on a lot of coaches they don't even make this storage because of course the engine's back here. They don't even give you this as storage. You open this up and you can see the engine. Newmar's done a good job of giving you every square inch that they can. So one thing RVers are always asking for is more storage. So all right, here's our infamous DEF tank. Got a gauge right on it. Questions about DEF, that's a little complicated, but I'll be glad to make it as simple and easy as possible. At the end of the day, DEF is much ado about nothing in our world, and I'll be glad to have conversations with you if you give me a call. Newmar flush mount slides, you know, this is how they always do it. They don't have the piece of plastic out here that's going to allow potentially water, potentially dirt, potentially air noise to get in while you're going down the road. Their slide rooms actually fit flush, so that's a Newmar thing. Our wet bay, of course, we have a whole house water filtration system. So sometimes in campgrounds, our drinking water may not be the best, or even for showering in. I've been in some that's a little shaky there too. With this, every drop of water that comes through this coach, whether it comes through the city water connection or from the fresh water tank, it goes through the filter. We have hot and cold water out here. Of course, a black tank rinse, our hookup for city water, and even our knife valves for dumping our gray and black water, they're in this enclosed area. This is a heated compartment in here. Whenever your furnace is running inside the coach, this is getting heat down here. Just extends your camping season that much more, and if it drops below 30 degrees in a Newmar, you're not sweating. You know you're okay. Kind of see the back side of some of this storage here. Propane tank is up here, as well as our batteries on a pull-out tray. Everything's very well labeled on that battery tray and easy to get to. Pull a couple pins, it slides right out. All right. Our generator's in the nose, of course, and we option this up. It comes standard with a 6K diesel gen. We option this up to the 8 kilowatt diesel gen. So that's good. More is always better when it comes to generators. It's very, very quiet. I'm not having to yell at you. I'm sure you can hear it running in the background, but I'm not having to run, and when we get inside, you won't even hear it. Beautiful one-piece windshield, beefed up wiper blade system. A lot of manufacturers are still using stuff out of the automotive industry, which just isn't enough on that big piece of glass. So that's about all I have to say about the outside. What do you say we go check out the inside? Okay, we're standing inside of the 2017 Newmar Ventana LE 4042 model. I get a lot of requests on these videos to show you the coach as it would go down the road. What's our walkways like? So we want to get a good picture. Our cameraman's walking through here right now. He's skinny, but he doesn't have to turn sideways at any point. He can walk all the way back to the bed without even turning sideways. I might have to turn a little sideways. We'll look at it from the back to the front. I'll get out of the way. Okay. Nice aisleway all the way through. I like that about this floor plan. If you'll give us a minute, we're going to get the slides opened up as he gets a nice shot of the half bath there. Give us a minute, we're going to get the slides opened up and we'll show you what this coach looks like all set up. All right, here we are inside the 2017 Newmar Ventana LE model 4042. Let's take a look around. She's all opened up now. I appreciate you hanging with us for the second half of the video. And yes, there's a reason I do the interior second, because I know that's what most of you want to see, so I make you sit through the outside stuff, so my bad. Please don't forget to ask for me if you want to come in and see this. We'll take good care of you. We're going to get a shot of the cockpit up here. You're going to see all the normal things you would expect to see in a diesel cockpit, from gauges, air gauges, oil pressure, temperature gauges. One thing I like to point out, this does have Smart Wheel on it. I'm surprised in this day and age there's a lot of manufacturers that aren't offering this. Smart Wheel gives you the ability to control your headlights and your wipers and your cruise control right here on the steering wheel itself, so your hand never leaves the wheel. Of course, like all Newmar diesels, this does have Comfort Drive on it. If you're not familiar with Comfort Drive, I could explain it, but ultimately it's very difficult to get you to understand the magnitude of how nice the Comfort Drive system is. You really got to drive it, and especially if you've owned or driven another diesel coach before, you come in and drive this and it's just a night and day difference. So you'll like that system. Controls for transmission, leveling jack are down here as well. A radio that's in demo mode. It wouldn't normally flash 87 colors at you, but this does have Bluetooth and everything built into it. Also, your camera system, side mount cameras and rear cameras are built in here. Power front shade, fans, all of it is right up here in front. So that's good. We do have a table here for the passenger seat. This is very, very sharp little deal. They've done this for a few years, but I don't know how many times I've forgotten to put that in the video. This is a really nice place, whether you're just going to have a sandwich or have a place for your laptop or your tablet, that do the crossword puzzle, whatever floats your boat. That's a nice little table, and it's seamlessly stowed right next to the passenger seat. All right, let's start going through it. We'll start over here. This is a really long Jackknife sofa, so this will fold down to sleep 1 or 2 people, and it's long enough that if you want to stretch out on it and catch a little Sunday afternoon nap, like I've been known to occasionally steal, this is a long enough sofa to do it. So many of the RV sofas are short and squatted, and if you're more than about 5'5", probably not going to be able to take a nap on it. I could stretch out on that one. Our dinette here, we went with more of a freestanding dinette, table and chairs set up, but with the deep storage back here. We have a televator built in here, so we've got that. So our Vizio television will pop up from behind there, but then this gives us, one of the reasons we like this just gives us excellent storage all over the place underneath this. Adjustable shelves there. If you wanted to put like a printer or something down there, you certainly could, as this continues to pop up, but we've got storage all underneath and above. Okay, these are really deep. You've got the header for the slide room there, so they can't be any taller than that, but they're really deep. They're like 2 feet deep back in there. Let him get a good shot of that. Obviously, these are all hidden hinges, beautiful hardware they're using this year. All right, come on back through. Corian everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry, this dinette table, there's 2 leaves that go in this. They're back there on the bunk beds right now, but there's 2 like 1 foot wide leaves that'll go in here. So this can be a really big table if you want it to be. And there's 2 other folding chairs included as well. Forgot that part, don't want to skip that. Corian everywhere. Newmar cuts and finishes all their own Corian. They did a nice waterfall edge here, which looks really good. This floor plan, we loaded it up with the drawers. So every RVer wants more and more storage, especially in the kitchen area. As you can see, all over the place. So good storage. Over here, residential refrigerator with water on the door. I don't think anybody's really going to miss the RV refrigerators too much. They serve their purpose for many years, but this is obviously the way of the future. 30-inch residential microwave as well, and that is a convection microwave. 3-burner undermount cooktop. Okay, come on back. This is something we haven't normally stocked. Newmar has done a few different versions of bunk bed diesels over the years. We haven't loved the floor plans here at Mount Comfort RV. They've been good, but it just wasn't what our customers were asking for. This, we think, is going to be a big hit for a couple of reasons. Number one, these are good-sized bunk beds. These aren't your typical little how narrow can we make them bunks. Ladders included in this. These are actually the 2 leaves for the kitchen table I told you about. They're sitting up here as well, so good storage. We have drop-down TV in here, also drop-down video player, I should say. And a lower bunk also. But then they've also made this, and I've never seen this done before, this has 2 full bathrooms in a motorhome. Not a bath and a half, we have lots of those, but 2 full-size bathrooms in a motorhome. This is not a bad-sized bathroom at all. For being the middle bath, I've got plenty of room in here. So, you know, this is decent. All right. Come on back, we've got a queen bed here. They've put plugs on both sides. On this side over here, they've got actually USBs built into that little outlet. I don't know if we can get a good shot of that or not, but we all have our little USB toys. And then there's an outlet on the base of the bed over here. About a 32-inch Vizio TV with wardrobes on either side. Okay. 5 drawers down below. It kind of looks like 6, but they hit a DVD player in that one over there, so we're going to call that 5 drawers down below. And then you step back into the other bathroom. And again, this is really good sized bathroom. I'll get out of the way. We just happen to sneak a washer dryer in there. Stackable. Okay. Nice size shower here. Okay. And if I can get this closet open, more wardrobe space back there, and then the secrets are hidden within. Now that doesn't look like much, but I was surprised to find, because I hadn't seen this before, that is actually a tankless water heater. So that's going to be hot water on demand, which gives you obviously pretty much unlimited hot water. You turn it on, instead of keeping a tank warm all the time, which wastes energy, when you turn the faucet on, it will heat the water as you use it. So if you want to take a little longer shower, as long as you're hooked up to city water and got some gray tank capacity there, you should be able to take about as long a shower as you want. Folks, that's a good introduction for this coach. I hope that I answered a lot of your questions. If not, here's the phone number right here. And we hope to see you soon. Don't forget to ask for me. My name is Chris Anderson. Thanks a lot.